Continuing the journey to advanced Forex mastery. In this video, we are going to look at divergence. What is divergence? So divergence is basically when the market is creating higher highs and higher lows, and the RSI is creating the opposite. So in this case, the market is in a downtrend, right? So market is creating lower highs and lower lows. However, the RSI, if you look, is creating at the same points, creating higher lows, right? So what divergence does, it's basically telling you that the trend is weakening, right? So this is in a downtrend, and the RSI, the divergence, is basically telling you that this downtrend is weakening and there could be a possible reversal soon, right? The market is in a downtrend overall, so this reversal could possibly mean that we are creating maybe a 4-hour or a 1-hour lower high to continue the downtrend. But the important thing is that it's telling you that, hey, on the 50-minute time frame currently, the price wants to retrace to the upside. So you can basically get buy opportunities within the downtrend, right? So normally when divergence is happening, you normally see the market create basically a curve, right? Basically telling you that right here the market wants to turn, right? So it creates a turning point in the market, and divergence is very easy to spot. Most of the time when you see divergence, there is Wyckoff present, right? So divergence is pretty easy, and I use it mainly for like confluence or to help me to know where the market will turn to create that new structure, that new high, that new low, that new higher low, whatever the case may be, right? Now, important things to note with divergence though, it doesn't have to be 3 points, it can be 2 points, right? But whichever points are how much points the market creates, what is important is that you still follow structure. So the market is supposed to give you that breaker structure. We're only using divergence for confirmation, right? Structure is always key, right? Doesn't matter the strategy you use, structure is always key. So what you want to see is that breaker structure to say that the trend is changing because structure changed, right? So right now this changed from a lower high, to a high, right? So what we're looking for is a retest. Is a retest of this structure to continue the upside, a retest at a discounted price. So majority of the time on the last structure within the divergence, so I normally call it the spring, right? Because that is the structure that break structure, right? So within this area there is normally a point of interest, and if I go down to the 2-minute time frame, because most of the time to see your point of interest, whether it be an order block or inefficiency sorry, you need to walk the time frame. So notice we have a perfect order block right here, right? So we have an order block here that took liquidity, and then over here market basically created liquidity here, right? So market created liquidity, and then market came back, took out this liquidity, tapped into the order block, and moved to the upside, giving you a 1 to 28, and this is just reversal, right? So divergence can happen in both downtrends and uptrends. So let's look at a example when the market is actually going down, right? Next thing to note, majority of the time when divergence is, or there's a turning point in the market, the RSI shows that it's oversold or overbought, right? So if we look at this one right here, the first point right here was oversold, right? So we have this oversold. So it's basically telling that the market wants to buy now, or the market is going to reverse because we're oversold, right? And same thing here, the first point right here is overbought, so we can be looking for sells, right? So it's at premium price, that's what it's saying. So we had premium price here, and here we at discounted price. So possible persons are gonna start to basically sell, and in doing that, market is going to push to the upside, right? Because we're oversold right here. Same thing here. So market is basically oversold. Divergence is created because this is creating lower highs, and market is creating higher highs. Now, as I said, the important thing to note is that price still breaks structure. So if you look here, let's go on a 5-minute time frame so you can see structure better. You see that turning point here, right? So notice market failed to create new highs right here, then market broke structure. So the important thing is that you always look for your breaker structure. Structure is always key, right? It doesn't matter what strategy you're using, structure is always key. So we have this breaker structure, and then market retested order block at premium price. Right, structure is always key. You could have caught this without the divergence, so that's why I say divergence is mainly used, well, for me it's mainly used for confluence, right? Because this could have been caught with only structure. So price literally went back to premium price, so above the 50, above equilibrium, there's an order block here, and price went back to that after market broke structure, right? And then first target would be at this low right here. Probably 1 to 14 or so. So 1 to 12, easy 1 to 12, right? So yeah, that's it for